Hello dear friends, this is Lady Sylvia, and today I'm going to show you a few of my oldies but goodies, and also some costume jewelry. And this is in front of you right now is something that I've collected for many years. I don't know if some of you like collecting them, but I like collecting old keys. And in this tray I have a lot of small keys. I kind of like the tops as well as the key itself. Look at these old keys. And some of them with this heart-shaped top. You kind of wonder, what did they open? Was it a trunk of jewelry? Was it a cabinet of curiosities? Look at that little one. And some of them were from, I guess, there's a different kind that were for watches. Look at these, are really old. And then these medium-sized ones, look at that. Oh, I like that one. I even like the shapes. And I often wonder what door did they lead to? Where did they go? No one uses keys like these anymore. But they have a certain mystique, don't you think? Look at that one. Where did they go to? Look at that, that's a pretty one. And then I even have some big keys. These obviously went to cabinets. Look at the size of this key. What did it open? What door? Look at the shape of that key. Where and what did it belong to? And I think that's the coolest one of them all, that weird shape. It's not marked anywhere that I can see, I don't think. But what I did one day, I'll move this over, I made a necklace out of old keys. And I used some black glass, and I put some old keys. Now, I think this one is a watch key or a clock key. And look at that. And I used some old religious medallions, a bead of rutilated quartz with another religious medallion, a dangle of black glass, another religious medallion, some puffy hearts in sterling, and another key. And so it's all together, it hangs like that. It's actually much longer, I have it doubled up, see? But I think those are fun things. I mean, I don't know what else. I actually somewhere, and I know it's somewhere, I have a key, I think it's more, let's see, I think it's more like one of these keys with the longer base, and I actually peyote stitched a band around it so that it could be worn as a piece of jewelry. I'll have to find that amidst the chaos of this move. But anyway, the other thing that I was going to show you, talking about old things, look at this. This is an old card case, and this is super iridescent, has a sterling silver monogram. Well, it's not monogram, but it has a space for a monogram. Look at that, how beautiful. It's missing one little piece. And you open it by pressing this, and it still has the original velvet liner. It's a blue velvet. I've often collected unusual things. To me, these speak of the past, when people actually carried calling cards. You know, when you called on somebody at their house, you know, you would ring their bell or knock on the door, and a servant would answer the door, and you would present your card to them, and then they would tell the owner of the house that you're at the front door. You would either be received into the hall or you would be turned away, but you would leave your card so that they knew that you had stopped by. It was proper Victorian etiquette. Look at this one. This is another super beautifully engraved and iridescent. Look at that. Each square is beautifully engraved. And I suppose you could have had your name put on it, but there isn't one there. And of course, inside it had my business cards with my little logo. Back when I was selling, these were my cards. And that's really true. I've always felt that my friends were the flowers, and I still do. All of you who are my faithful friends, you give me so much joy in my life. And then look what else they made with shell, mother of pearl. Look at the size of this photo album. This is all in abalone. On the center motif is edged out in abalone shell. And the rest is in mother of pearl. And black lacquer on the back. And it is a photo album. And I just thought, you know, what a wonderful piece. I mean, this was obviously in the home of a very wealthy person, because this type of photo album wasn't just something that you just, you know, buy at the regular stores. This was a specialty goods. And I just thought it was so beautiful. And I believe this album came from Scotland. So I thought I'd show that to you guys. So anyway, getting back to what I was going to show you, my costume jewelry, some of it. I store it in little plastic containers like this. And this is Venetian glass. It is absolutely out of this world. The color is so awesome. This periwinkle blue. I've never seen this color before in a necklace where every bead is this color. These are called wedding cake. And they have the gold with the little, you know, the little embellished flowers. But I've never seen anything like that with the discs, have you? I really think it's beautiful, and they're knotted in between. And I do believe this is Italian, Venetian glass, probably 1920, as is this one, which has a barrel clasp and is in one of my favorite shades of blue, which is cobalt, and has beautiful art glass beads. Just incredible. I'll show you close up. Look at that. Has the old barrel clasp. Look at that. Really beautiful pieces from the 1920s. And then look at this. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Look at that. I've never seen this again, this melon shape. And actually, there's sort of a mottled glass. These are the original caps. Really beautiful old caps. But I don't know if you could, let me see if I can zoom in. See that? The mottled glass? Almost like, I can't explain, I'm not a glass maker, but isn't that interesting? How beautiful. And then there's these little bells, upside down and right side up. I just love this piece. This is most definitely 1920s. Let me zoom back out. Unbelievable. I think that is so, so beautiful. And hard to find beautiful glass without damages and pieces missing. Let's see what's in this one. This one has a Heidi Doss. She makes a lot of really, really jazzy jewelry. And she is known to work only in Swarovski crystal. And this is a serpent. And I know a lot of you don't like snakes. I don't either, let me tell you. Did I tell you that about 2 weeks ago, you know, some of you might have seen the photographs. I have a little front porch by the front door. So we bought a little, you know, wrought iron sofa thing, and then 2 chairs on the side. And I have flowers that I water every day there. So I asked the housekeeper, she comes on Tuesday, I asked her, could you take a broom and dust off those cushions? Because, you know, they get a little dusty and stuff. And, you know, I'd like to sit there and admire my flowers. She comes out, and I wasn't there, I was away somewhere. But she comes out screaming, calls my husband. There was a baby rattlesnake coiled up on one of the cushions, just chilling out, you know, took a nap. Nobody was using that cushion, so he was there. Anyway, he got spooked, and then he ran off, and he went over by the drain pipe on the other side of the wall. And he stayed there rattling away, you know, all pissed off. So my husband calls me and says, you know, what do we do? What do we do? Well, we called wildlife. We called snake people. Nobody would touch him. They were like, it's up to, you know, we're not coming out for no baby snake. Deal with it. I couldn't believe it. I thought that somebody would at least come and help us. Anyway, so Fish and Game said, you know, you're not allowed to kill them if he's on a path in the wild parks and stuff. But if he's on your property with a threat to life, you got to get rid of him. So I'm not going to kill that sucker. I'm not touching that thing. I came home. I called my gardener. And Placido killed him. He, you know, got him out. He actually crawled inside, I forget this thing, and Placido got him out and then killed him. But, you know, I can't have that. I have a dog, and the next day, I had Placido wrap what they call snake fence all around my dog's enclosure. And then he put a little bit of the snake fence underneath the gate by the front door. And then he put these wooden slats to block any access point. So hopefully we won't have that adventure again. But boy, that was a scary, scary, scary time. Anyway, let's get back to the jewelry. So this necklace I made, and it's like Tutti Frutti. So in beading 25 years now, I often have onesies, twosies of certain shapes, and like these cubes, and some of these are vintage. And I decided to create this necklace. It's worn just like it is, you know, it just hangs. And I think it's very summery. And there's bicones, there's rounds, there's beautiful colors. And it's all mixed up with white number 11 check glass. And then I created, this is brick stitch. It has my name on it, Lady Sylvia, and a gold-filled clasp. So I made that, very summery. I'd imagine that would look really pretty with a, what do you call that, like a white gauze dress. And then this is agates and tiger eye. And this is actually a Russian hand-painted piece on a piece of onyx. And this is a ginger cat and his little buddy. And I love cats, and I couldn't resist this pendant. These are not cheap because they're hand-painted in Russia, and then it's on a piece of onyx. So I bought it, and I thought the tiger's eye, and I think this, yeah, this is tiger's eye and carnelian and agate, and I just thought it looked really cute together. And oh, this is a pair of earrings I made. Sometimes I forget I even made these things. I make so many different things. These are little dangle earrings. They're made with beautiful, what they call navette stones, and then peyote stitch. And these silver-plated earring backs, really cool. That'll probably go to one of you, my subscriber friends. I often don't know whether people have pierced or non-pierced, or sometimes some people don't wear earrings at all, but you know, I usually try to ask before I mail something like that to someone. But anyway, so that was my snaky snake adventure. What an exciting day that was. But you know, in San Diego, I'm up in the hills. I'm basically on a mountain, like a hilltop, really high up. And that's why I have such incredible views. And like, I actually watch the vultures and the hawks. They like literally ride the thermals below the house. You could, you know, I'm sitting there with my coffee, and they're like swooping, and you could see they're riding the thermals right above, you know, in the air above the house. It's very, very pretty. And actually below, because they're below me. This is Joan Rivers. I like Joan Rivers, you know. You know, God rest her soul, but she made some really beautiful jewelry. I love this lavender, sort of opal glass. And I think this is another piece, beautiful for the summer. And I hope you like my nail color. It's called, oh, you're gonna laugh when you hear this. This nail color is called Meow-tastic. I laugh so, I you know what? I picked it out because of the name, Meow-tastic. To me, it's like a really, really bright coral, but whatever, it's summertime. So, but I liked the name, so that's why I chose it. And I think this is also Joan. This is very long, so these two could be worn together. I think they'd kind of be cool. What do you think of that? So these are faux pearls with, I think, check glass knotted in between. Really pretty. I mean, she made some beautiful jewelry, very classy. And these are actually purple jade, lavender jade, which, you know, you can find jade in many different colors: lavender green, yellow, white. I have Conrad's mother's. She had an 18 karat gold, and the chain is 18 karat, and the heart is white jade, very rare and very valuable. So I never wear it, but I keep it in her memory. And then this piece is just a costume piece. It's, you know, still pretty. It's glass beads, but it's in a beautiful shade of pink. And, you know, these are all really cool summer things. This is what they call a snap clasp. And you just push it back together. So I thought that's very pretty. I try to keep the colors sort of pinky purples all together. And, oh, I love this piece. So look at this. This is a slide mirror. It is brass. It is, whoops, oh, bang into my camera. This is Art Nouveau. Isn't she lovely? And then you turn it over, and look at that. And the mirror is losing what they call the silvering. See that? The silvering's coming out, unfortunately. But it is a necklace. It's on this old chain. And I think it's beautiful. And you can wear it either way. I mean, it doesn't matter, you know. You can wear it that way or wear it this way. I just love you know, I love jewelry that has history. I love jewelry that has style. And this is just, woohoo, screaming style. This is a fabuloso, incredible goldette. Now, you know, I think I'll take this on a cruise someday. This just is, you know, dressy night. I think this would be gorgeous. Look at this. This piece is so over the top. And it's got intaglio glass. Let me take this off. And you could see there's Cupid and Aphrodite, his mother, the goddess of love. It's amber glass. Just, whoo-hoo, I just love that. I forgot to take that on the cruise. Here's another goldette. And this is, I don't know about you, but I really like the autumn colors. I believe this is it purple or is it, no, I believe it's amber. This is also goldette. Look at that. What do you think of that? I think Goldette made some fabulous pieces. I don't see them a lot. I don't see a lot of people offering them for sale, but I think they made fabulous things. And you know who made, well, I have a lot of brooches from this company, but here is a festoon in amethyst glass by none other than Florenza. Look at that. And that is signed right there. And this is another piece I have not seen. It's very hard to come by. And I like distinctive pieces like this. Really, with the right outfit, a blazer, and you know, you could really dress this up. And then look at this. This is a Monet piece. Where's the clasp? It is signed Monet right there. And look at this piece. Now that's style. I think that's really jazzy. I think it's probably from the 60s or 70s, but I still think it has a lot of style. It's in beautiful condition. Look at that. You know, there's so many ways you could wear this. You could dress this up, you could dress it down. I think if you have a plain, let's say a white tank top or scoop neck, long or short sleeve, doesn't matter. Just a plain top and let this be the showcase. This is so beautiful. And just any gold earrings, gold hoops, or, you know, if you're lucky enough to have a gold tassel earring, but I don't. But that would be beautiful. And this is a really old piece. This is, again, this is a 1920s Czechoslovakian piece. And it is faux pearl. And don't misbehave. There. Look at that. What do you think of that? I'll zoom in a little. Isn't that pretty? They do look like real pearl. And an amber piece of glass. But this is a short necklace. It's still wearable. But I think that's really cool. And that's 1920s Czech. This is also Czech. This is a really fabulous piece. Let me see if I can zoom in. I have my alt lamp pointing at it. You see the birdies? See? Different little birdies. Do you see that? There's a little design on each one. And the ovals are all birds. The others are sunflowers, it looks like. So this is Czech glass, beautiful molded glass. And I'll put it on the neck. Unfortunately, as beautiful as it is, it's only 14 inches. but I'm going to add an extender to it and make it more comfortable. But who could resist? This is definitely 20s. Look at that. I just love it. I just love it. It has a lot of style, in my opinion. And a lot of jewelry today really doesn't have a lot of style. And I look back at the 1920s, the 40s, the 30s, and all right up to the 60s. They had some really stylish jewelry. And people like Joan Rivers brought back a lot of stylish looks, which I think are lacking in some of the jewelry today. And I think that these are really beautiful pieces, and I treasure them. They're hard to find. You don't find them. You know, a lot of people, I guess they're expensive now, so they're hard to sell. But I really love them. Let's see what's in this one. Oh, this is another. So I bought these beads. I bought a bag of beads from my friend Anna at Vintage Jewelry Galore. And these are all iolites. And I made this. So it's just worn like that. They're all different sizes, but they're iolite. And I can't remember exactly what iolite is supposed to, I think it said it gives you good dreams or something like that. Anyway, it's a beautiful stone. And I actually have an iolite ring, and I'd love to find a pair of iolite earrings to go with this. And then I bought also, I bought amethyst from her, from Anna, and I also bought this bag that had tourmalines. And these are called watermelon tourmaline for obvious reasons. There's pink, and greens, all different colors, and I strung them all together. And I think they look pretty cool. So, and I have some amethyst that I got from her. And I think she told me, I think these were sold as amethyst, but they're actually iolite. And they are, there's a rice pearl sector, and these are iolite chips. But you see that blue purple, it's unmistakable. And I think that's really pretty. So let's see what's in this. Oh, this is another beautiful, this is art glass and really beautiful cobalt beads. Boy, I love cobalt. Look at that color. That is something else. So I guess you wear it like that. So these are all lampwork glass. All of these in the front. But look at that beautiful faceted cobalt. Perfect for a white dress, don't you think? That would, or, you know, white shirt with blue jeans. What do you think? Or a denim jacket? I think that would really bring a denim jacket out. Great. And then I have these, I wear these together, so I will hang them together. These are what is known as, well, for us beaders, we know, we can always tell. This is Chinese crystal. And it's two long necklaces. And this one is very, very colorful. It's sort of tans with blue. Isn't that pretty? And then this one, I think complements it very nicely. Well, like that. I think it's very pretty. And these are all, most of these are Chinese crystal. And I'm not sure what kind of stone that looks like, turquoise, but I don't know about that. But I think it's a beautiful necklace, and I think another thing you could wear for the summer, because it's got all these beautiful tones, and I think it's very versatile for, well, actually, I would wear it in the autumn too, because, you know, I like the deeper tones, like and the amber glass too is wonderful. And then this, oh, this I wear with my Mexican blouses that are all embroidered. Look at this. You know those Mexican embroidered blouses that have the bodice all embroidered or the shoulders embroidered? What do you think of that? Look at that. Now this is all prong set. Look at it. I think it's beautiful, bright, bright red. And then the necklace is knotted with green glass. It's not signed. And then I have this piece, which is a long necklace too. And this is, and I'll double it up for you. This has red and crystal, and Swarovski made something similar but with flat crystals, not the pointed like this, and not rounded. They're like diskettes. Every one of them is flat. They don't have the points. So I don't know, this appears to me to be a little older, and it came with a bracelet. So I think that's really cute. That's another thing you can wear with an embroidered blouse. Different style. And I have this, which I'm probably going to gift to one of my subscribers. I didn't make this. This is old, but I don't wear things like this anymore. This is a beautiful AB crystal in red, sort of a ruby color. But I don't wear that anymore, so I'll probably gift that. But anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed my little adventures. Life, I tell you, my little snaky snake story. Oh gosh. I hate to have to, you know, I wouldn't have really chosen to harm him, but he was right by the front door, so there's kind of no way I was going to let that get in the house. And we were all terrified. Everybody, my housekeeper was shaking. She was just freaked out. And I just hope all of you are doing well. I'm still fighting my bronchitis. I take meds so that I don't cough all over, you know. I mean, I'm telling you, at night it's really rough for me. But I take my meds. I'm doing so much better. And I'm really happy that I can get back on and talk with you guys. So hopefully I'll be back with some more adventures and some more jewelry. And I wish you all well. God bless you all. And trust me, I missed you so much. You know, it's like having friends that, you know, I'm connected with. So anyway, I hope you find something useful and interesting. Let me know if you like keys, or do you know somebody that collects keys, and what do they do with them? Let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.